Hi everybody! Right, so I am here today and I'm going to introduce who is my special guest, and it will make you laugh if any of you guys have seen the online pet health, because I am here with Dr. Megan Kelly!
Hey vet rehabbers!
So, really, really excited. Really pleased. She's even given me a t-shirt as well. Lovely, my vet rehabber t-shirt. So I asked Megan if I could interview her because she's always doing the interviews with everybody else, and she said yes. So basically, it's been amazing to meet you, Megan. And one of the things I was just pointing out to her was how life-changing online pet health has been for our CPD. Because it has, and it's been an absolute game changer, and I'm so pleased that we have this now, because obviously it's entirely focused on just physio and means that we only get to learn what's important to us as physios and not just taking little pieces of nuggets from other CPDs that we can attend. So definitely thank you, Megan. And can you tell us, what made you set it up? What made you decide that this is what you wanted to do?
So firstly, I just want to say thank you. I mean, when she said those words to me, it was life-changing. It made the world to me, because, is that the right saying you say? It made the world to me.
Meant the world
Meant
to me.
the world to me, made the world. Because, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to basically provide specific education for veterinary rehab therapists. So I actually started online pet health because of a need of my own. So just like you, Donna, I would go to conferences, and there are loads of veterinary and veterinary nurse conferences, and I'd have to sift through all the information. I'd have to look through the program and see, like, I can go to that. And often the things that were in there were great learning if you were a vet or vet nurse, but not so applicable when you're doing rehabilitation. And so I just found, sort of over a year, the amount of CPD that I was actually getting in my specific field was just not enough for me. And I wanted to better myself and to learn. And so I met Matt Brunke, and when I went to Uppsala, and he was teaching about kinesiotaping, and I thought, I really want to know about that. And I didn't attend his workshop, and so together with a whole lot of South Africans, we got him on a webinar. We just organized it. I had no idea how to do it. I just Googled, like, how to do a webinar. I mean, the original thing really was that we were actually going to get him out to South Africa, but it was just too expensive. And so I set the whole thing up, and I reached out to South Africans. I said, who's interested? And a whole lot of people put their hands up. And I worked out how much it was going to cost, and I divided it amongst the people that were there. And we did the first one, and it was amazing. And we had 2 hours on kinesiotaping. And then everyone said, let's do this every month. What's going to be next month? And, basically Online Pet Health started just for South Africans, because I sort of felt like we were so isolated, and everyone else, I thought, had access to all this kind of information, specifically in rehab. And then somebody had a friend who was in Australia, and they said, yeah, can my friend join? And I said, sure. And then someone had a friend in the UK, and then it just grew now. And so now we actually have 600 members from 57 different countries, which is amazing.
That is amazing. Well done. Thank you. I am beyond grateful, and I know that there are loads of other physios out there who are equally as grateful, because it just helps us to be the best that we can be, and we all want to be the best we can be. Speaking of that, your history is that you started out as a veterinary nurse, and then you furthered yourself to be a vet, and now physio. Can you talk a bit about your motivation there?
It's actually interesting. So I actually always wanted to be an equine physiotherapist.
Oh, wow.
And originally I wanted to be a vet. And then I was told at school that I wasn't clever enough. So my guidance counselor said, you're not going to be able to be a vet. And so then I changed to an equine physiotherapist. And the reason I did vet nursing was there was a course actually here in the UK. And I'm not sure if I got the name right. Someone called Sherry Scott.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She was teaching vet nurses to do physio on horses. And so that's what I found out. I mean, in those days, obviously, we didn't have the internet to be able to search and stuff. That was just by the by. So I decided, okay, I'll do the vet nursing, and then I'm coming to the UK to do this equine physiotherapy. And then when I was in veterinary nursing, I had a prof called Prof Berry, and he said to me, you should be a vet. And I said to him, I always wanted to be a vet, but I'm not clever enough. And he said, you can be a vet. So I did it. Yeah. And I went and I did a first year BSc, and then applied into veterinary. That's why I've done so many different things. And then it's amazing that my path took me back to physiotherapy. I learned acupuncture, did the CCRP, and I actually started, before I started this more and more rehab, actually doing equine acupuncture. That was my main thing. And then as the practice grew and I was treating more small animals, just the traveling became difficult and just focused in on the small animals. But yeah, that's why I've done so many different things.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, that's small world, because I trained with Sherry Scott as well. So
really?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
small
amazing.
world.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I do. I mean, obviously, I'm a nurse as well. So it's so bizarre when you find these little connections out. So I mean, education is clearly very much a massive thing to you, very important. So who better to run our CPDs than somebody who's so interested in education, because ultimately that's how we learn and grow. So fantastic. And how much are you enjoying your trip to the UK at the moment?
It's been amazing. I must say, I've really loved it. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. So first of all, thanks to BA, they cancelled my flights on the way here because I landed on the day basically that they were having those strikes, but it's fine. So I managed to get on an Emirates flight and spent 2 days in Newcastle just learning more about marketing and growth for the business, which was unbelievable, and I met some amazing people. And then I've had sort of a whirlwind of 2 days here with Michelle, who works for me. So some of you might know her. She's the lady that's always doing all the webinars. So she hosts the webinars, and so she lives now in the UK. So it was great to visit her. And then headed off to Greyfriars, where I spent some time there and saw some online Pet Health members, and obviously a nice surprise visit from Donna. So she's kindly going to take me to the airport, so I'm heading off just now. So I wasn't
going to miss the opportunity to meet Megan. So so thank you very much. Thank you so much for chatting to us, and I hope that you've enjoyed hearing some more about Megan and her history, because, like I say, she always interviews everybody else. Now we can reverse the role, and I will get back to you another time with something else. Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.